I have Teresa here today, and I'm super excited. We're going to talk about the 11-day Jumpstart, and you guys already know how I am because I could tell you, and I do sometimes, all the live long day about like how awesome it is and what it's doing and blah, blah, blah. But really at the end of the day, I could say whatever I wanted to say, as any marketer can say whatever they want to say about anything. And I would rather you hear from people that are actually doing it. And so Teresa is here today to talk about the experience of doing it. And before we even get into that, I gotta fix this. Before we even get into that, I would love to hear if there were any skeptical thoughts, because I think people, whenever we experience skeptical thoughts, I think that I don't know. I feel like some people make us believe we're not supposed to be skeptics, but quite frankly, like that's why we're alive. So, it's because we're skeptical about things. It's what keeps us alive. It's a very human thing. And so what were your thoughts whenever you first heard about the 11-day Jumpstart?
Actually, I really wanted to jump in. Was
Ooh,
and that was I didn't have like any skeptical thoughts at all.
yeah,
I just wanted to just jump in. Like
I
I
love it.
was excited about it because like I'm gonna be 60 and I just wanted to get back
Are you
into,
serious?
yeah, I'm serious. Like next January, so I'm gonna be 60. So I
You look
wanted to get,
beautiful.
thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
wanted to get back into eating better because I used to eat better, being a caregiver, you always put the other person first and you forget about yourself.
Yep.
So now it's my time, and it's like I wanted to get back into taking care of myself, and this was a great program to start with.
Uh,
And I love it so much. I've been keeping up with it since January 8th.
Oh my gosh.
So,
So you started in January and you've
yep,
been doing it the whole time. So that
yes,
speaks to the sustainability of it.
yeah.
So
hmm
so you're saying that is it relatively easy to keep going?
It is. But it can be at times. It can be a little difficult, like if like parties and things that happen,
Uh-huh.
or like where I work too is a little struggle because there's chips and food around me like all day long. So,
Yeah, I
but
get it.
but I because I meal prep, I bring my own food and eat pretty clean and healthy. And but yeah, the struggle is going out mostly. You
Yep.
know,
That's the hard
picking
part.
the picking what how they cook the food and picking the right meal.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly.
hmm
Exactly. Well, how did you hear about the Jumpstart in the first place?
A Facebook post from Christina Huffstyler and Stephanie. So it was like I saw their post, and that's what I Christina reached out to me, and that's how I got started.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
So,
I love it. I
hmm
love it. So, so what have you, we've got these crazy stories of things that
hmm
are happening to people. Like you've been in since January, so you've
yeah,
seen
hmm
some of these stories where you're like, is that real? I remember reading the paralyzed one and then taking steps to her bathroom, and we were
hmm
riding home from Awana because Mike and I do Awana with Nora
awesome.
on Wednesday nights, and so we were riding home and I saw it and I was like, Mike, listen to this. And it just was so surreal of
hmm
what's happening. Um,
Yep.
what have you seen as like some of your own results?
My clothes fitting a lot looser. I've gone down 2 sizes. Um,
Nice.
yeah, and I just have so much more energy.
Yeah.
I and I sleep better. It's just a really it's been a change, a positive change.
Yeah.
So,
For those of you that don't know what those things actually do for you in your life, when you've got more energy and when you're sleeping better, first of all, your entire life changes because
mhm,
you're no longer working from a space of potential aggravation. Because when we're tired and we don't have energy, you hit a really, it's easy to get aggravated, very, very easy, because you ain't got nothing in the tank, right? And
Right.
and so when you have those things, all of a sudden it's almost like you can experience more joy in your life.
Exactly.
And then when you go down 2 sizes, you add that to it, and all of a sudden you're like Cinderella in your new jeans, right? Like, I love it. I love it
Yeah.
so much.
And
Well,
I do
well,
when
go
when I
ahead.
come home from work. I'm sorry. When I come home from work,
Yeah.
some days can be long. Like Monday, I had a 12-hour day, a 12-hour shift,
Yeah.
and like I came home and like meal prepped for the next day. So it's like I have the energy even after working 12 hours.
That's amazing.
So to get ready for the next day. And I
Wow.
normally I would come home and just crash on the couch and just veg and watch TV. And
Right.
now it's, eat a bag of chips, Now it's like, all right, what's planned for next day?
Let's go do another thing, right?
Yeah,
That's what I did
exactly.
yesterday at like, it was like the end of my work day. I always have to do like whatever my work day looks like, but it was the end of my work day yesterday. Um, and then I was like, I still have some energy. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And I got those things knocked out. And I'm like, man, and which is allows me to like do almost nothing today, which is so fun. But what would you say to somebody who is on the fence about doing the 11-day jumpstart? Like if they're looking at it and they're like, I don't know, maybe, what would you say to somebody?
Um, I would say, well, you've seen the changes in me. You've seen, how much more energy I have. Um, just give it a try. Like, just try it, you know. Um,
Yep,
Even it's only 11 days, you can do anything for 11 days.
that's
11
it.
days is easy.
That's it. And we're
Yeah.
on for this month's, we're
Mm-hmm.
on day 10
Mm-hmm.
right now. And this is where it just becomes your new normal.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
there's
easy to,
it's it's easy to sustain,
yeah,
right? Which usually
absolutely.
whenever you're 10 days into something, you're like, "Ugh," like I'm mad, like there's just so
Mm-hmm.
many things that it
Mm-hmm.
usually is, but this is just like so incredibly sustainable that
Yep.
this is the new normal. This is us
Yeah.
now. This is
Yep.
us. Oh, I love it. I
Mm-hmm.
love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Well, Teresa, thank you so much for coming on
You're
with me
welcome.
today. This is the best. You guys,
Yeah.
if this is what 60 looks like, sign me up. Like, you look so great.
Thank
Everybody,
you.
you got it. Everybody, you have the best day ever, and I will see you
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Thank you. It was nice
Adios.
meeting you.
Nice to meet you.